traders around the world. Welcome back to another midweek review. This week I didn't do, or last weekend I didn't do the forecast because I was not seeing anything I like in price, because price was just too sideways for me. So that's why I didn't do any forecast. But I did give some trade ideas on here on this platform. Okay, so I'm gonna go through, I think it was just 2 of them, so I'm gonna go through them quickly and then see what I'm actually looking at, because there's been some movement in the market, and I can see price moving. So I'll go through a few pairs that I'm watching. Okay, so let's go on to the ideas I gave this week. The first one is Aussie CAD. Okay, I gave this to get an entry here and a target there. It's a 2-to-1 trade, decent one so far. We did get an entry, I think, on Monday the 14th, or Tuesday. Tuesday we did get an entry, and since then price has just stayed sideways, which that's why I couldn't do any forecast, because I know after such movement in the previous week, price will more or less stay sideways, basically to let people lose money. So I kind of gave this because it looked decent with the risk to reward. I just don't like the way price is just staying sideways, but it's still valid, so we will see what will happen. I am long, okay, I am long here. Let's stop there. The next one is corn. Okay, corn, I said initially was to go short, but as usual, I'll wait for a close, and after we closed above this level here, I said that we should go higher. Okay, so an entry, I wanted to get an entry here. That would be the best scenario, but sometimes this area here prevents price from coming down here. With what is going on now, okay, we did get an entry, but if we do come back down here, then that would be the ideal entry to take price higher. Okay, so if we do get down here, it's still valid to go higher with a stop down there. Okay, if you did buy here, stop is still down there, but if you're still if you couldn't get an entry, then the best entry is down here. Okay, that will be it for this. Let's go on to what I'm looking at. So on the 8th of January, if you go into my YouTube channel and watch the 8th of January, the video I produced, I kind of talked about soybean, okay, going down from this level. If anyone remember, I said that if I want to go short, I'd rather go short here and then target down there. We did get that, but it stayed in sideways for a bit of time. Okay, the first short was up here, okay, and the target was still down here. We did get that short, and then price stayed sideways. So during last week I said it's either you stay out if you're not short, or leave the trade on. With the development in getting close to the end of the week, I kind of didn't want to stay in the trade, so I closed it, manually closed it, and then we've seen the reaction coming down like it's supposed to. Okay, the reason why is because we went above this high, so I was looking for price to retrace and then a continuation to the upside. So now that we've got that, where is price trying to retrace to? Well, if you watch the video I produced, I think on Tuesday morning, you realize that I always want price to retrace to at least the 50%. So it's still good for price to come to the 50%. Okay, but ideally I wanted to come to the modified 70.5. This is not 78 as the normal Fibonacci level. The 70.5 is a level I use, and the 79. So ideally I wanted to retrace to, first of all, the 50, then the 61, then the 70. When it gets to 70, I would like price to continue going higher. Okay, so the trade idea on this is basically to go short and target the 50. Let me put the levels on there again. So the trade idea is to target the 50, the 61, and the 70.5. Let's get rid of that one. So these are the three targets. Okay, so let's drop down to the lower time frame. Let's use the 4 hour. Right, we managed to close, but we've not closed yet. Let's have a look if we closed. Now I can go for the wick and say we should close below the wick, but sometimes the body is enough. So this candle did close below it. So what's going to happen is I want price to retrace inside this area here. I want price to retrace, and then a short will be very, very attractive to me. So if we do get retracement in this area here, this demand zone, okay, this is a demand zone, supply and demand, it's a demand zone, okay, but it wasn't respected, so it's a flip. So I want price to come back inside, and then I'll get a short with a stop above this high, and that's the 50%, that's the 61, and that's the 70.5. okay, so it's a good trade. I like it. I like this one. So that'll be it for that. Another trade I'm looking at is oil. Okay, so with oil, I want price to again close above this supply zone. Okay, I want price to close above this zone here, and then wait for a retest with a stop below this low and target 1, 2. So the trade idea is something like this. Okay, that'll be your first target, and then the second target. Okay, again, this is similar to the strategy I gave the other day. Okay, you'll be targeting if we form that swing low. Remember on that video, if we do form that swing low, then you do something like this, and the 50% is all the way up there. So these two are very, very achievable. We're still below the 50%. so it's very achievable. Let's drop down to the 1 hour again, and again I said we need price to close. Okay, don't let it wick and then come back in and buy it. No, wait for price to close and then retest, because sometimes it would just close and then give a small wick as a retest, and then it will start shooting up. All right, so that will be it for oil. Let's have a look at gold. Okay, with gold I kind of don't like what price is doing. However, we managed to close above this zone, but this zone, okay, the supply zone, is below the upper zone here, so I would rather prefer we close above the upper zone, which is a 4-hour level. So I'm gonna go on the 4-hour. You can see properly right there. Okay, that supply zone, I want price to close above it. If we do close above it, then I'll be interested to go long, to go to my target, the initial target I was calling for. Yeah, if we do manage to close above here, then I'll be interested to buy long to go there with a stop down here. Okay, let's have a look at the risk to reward. So have a look, it's decent, 2 to 1. Yeah, yep, 2 to 1. So yeah, feasible. So but let price close first. Okay, if it doesn't, then there's no trade. If it does, then you are in for a trade. All right, I think that's it. What else am I looking at? I think that's it. This one, I'll leave this for next week. Okay, it's not ready yet. I think it will go sideways a little bit. I want price to go higher. Okay, so what am I looking at is just like I showed you on the daily, similar thing on the weekly. So we have 1, 2, 3, and we close. We traded above this. So what this price want to do? Price wants to go higher. Okay, so my last swing high is up here. If I draw the Fibonacci, 50% is right there. Okay, 50% is right there. But I'll leave this for next week because I don't think it's gonna shoot up. Probably stay sideways for a little bit, or just meander around to the downside before next week rally. So I'll leave this for now. But if you do, let's have a look on the lower time frame. Yeah, I think it will retrace down a little bit. Yeah, let's have a look on the 4-hour. I was looking at this morning and I wanted price to close above here, and it didn't. Okay, hits it and then started coming down. I think next week this would be, or if we manage to get, I don't like this here, the fact that we left this equal lows here. I don't like it. However, it will still go up. Okay, I just don't like the way they left these equal lows. I'd rather prefer it did something like this. Okay, then I'll be interested in the long. Okay, but the fact that they left this, no. So that's the only reason why I'm not long yet, because I know, like, if I am trading, these are the main targets for me. When I see equal highs and equal lows, those are my main targets. So the fact that there's equal lows there, I don't want to short it, but it could be the target before going up. That's why I said it's not ready yet. Maybe next week. So I'll leave this pair alone. So I think that's it. I'm not doing much, because once you make some pips, stay out of the market and enjoy life, because you don't want to be stuck in front of the screen all the time. So once you make some pips, just close the computer, laptop, switch it off, and enjoy life. Alright, okay, so I think that'll be it for today. I wanted to talk about something. I am going to do a series on this company, FTMO. What they do is they do fund traders. Okay, if you're a good trader and you don't have capital to start trading, they can help you, but you have to go through a process, which is basically going through evaluation, which is a challenge, and then after the challenge you go through another verification process, and once you finish the verification process, then they can fund you to trade their money, live account. So someone did inform me about it, so I am going to do a series to kind of take you through the process of how I sign up, or I've actually already signed up, how I did it, and I'm going to sign up for my first challenge. Once I finish the challenge, then I'll go through the verification process, and after the verification process, then they will fund me. So I'll be doing everything recorded, and I'll be posting it on YouTube. Okay, so if you want to know how it's done, just stay tuned, because I will be doing the series probably next week, but I'll record them this weekend, because I've already signed up and done a first trial, and I've already passed. Okay, you have to do a trial and pass that, so now you know you can do it. So I've passed the trial, so I'm now going to do the challenge and then the verification process. Okay, so that's something I'll be doing next week, from next week going. So stay tuned, and I'll keep you guys updated on how I get on. Okay, so I think that's it for now, and I will do a weekend review, and then hopefully I'll do a forecast for next week. Yeah, because hopefully next week or by this weekend I'll see something that I like. So I think that's it. Take care, don't do too much, enjoy life, and stay blessed.